Welcome friends, I am Muhammad Tahir Ahmed, your online instructor. So friend, in previous video we learned the usage of glyph icons, and from this video I will tell you the usage of nav tabs. So first of all, I will go to my Notepad++ and I will delete this button, glyph icon button. So I come back to my Notepad++ and I remove all this data. So now I come back here and refresh this page. Now you are watching that it's totally blank. So here I will begin to write the code. First I will write a title inside the h1 tag, heading simple nav tabs. So now I make the UL tag and close it down. I give a class to it, nav space nav dash tabs. All the classes which I am using, all the default built-in classes of Bootstrap. So now I make li tag inside under the UL and inside the UL, and now I make an anchor tag inside the li. Anchor space href is equal to hex dummy sign, and I give it a name of home. Now I will give a class to this li, class active. Now I duplicate it more 2 times, and here I will change the name profile messages, and I delete the given class of the under 2 links. Now I go to my Chrome browser and refresh the page. So friend, you are watching that there is a active, this home button is active because I gave the class here home active, and I remove the class on the remaining 2, mean profile and messages. So these are not active, so they are showing in this state, and this home button is showing in a state of activeness. So friend, this is the method of making simple nav tabs. So now I will tell you that how can we make nav tabs stacked. So I go to my Notepad++, and now I will make this under it, under the second basic structure. So I will copy all this data in spite of basic structure. Now first I will change the heading, and here I will write nav tabs stacked, and I will add a new class nav dash stacked. The remaining everything will remain the same. So I refresh the page. So now you are watching friend, this once again this home button is showing the active state and these are not active, and when I bring my cursor over it, you are watching the hover effect because this style nav tabs called the stacked. So once again I tell you that I have copied all this data including this h1, only I just left the basic structure, the container and row, and I have just added a class here inside it, nav-stacked, and now this navigation bar has changed its shape, and now it is showing in this way due to the adding of this class nav-stacked. So friend, now I will tell you that how can we make nav tabs justified. So once again I will copy the whole data of nav tab stacked. So I come down and I will paste here, and I will change the heading first, and I will write here justified. So I remove the stack and I write here justified. Now I go to my Chrome browser and I refresh the page. So friend, this is the view of nav tabs justified. You are watching. The first one is simple nav tabs, which are showing in this way. The second one is nav tab stacked, which are showing in this way, and the third one is nav tab justified, which are showing in this way. So I hope you will have understood it, because it is very easy to make them. So friend, now I will tell you that how can we make nav tabs drop down. So I go to my Notepad++ code editor, and once again I will copy the whole data of nav tabs justified, and I will come inside this basic structure and paste it here. So I have deleted, and here I will change the heading nav tabs drop down. So now I come under the li, the last li, and here I make one more li and close it. I give a class to it. Class is equal to drop down. Now I make an anchor tag inside this drop down, inside this li, and I also give a class to this anchor tag, the same class drop down dash toggle, not the same. Above I gave just only a drop down class, and here I am giving drop down dash toggle space data dash toggle is equal to drop down. Href is equal to dummy sign double quotes, and inside double quotes dummy sign, and here I will write drop down, and now I make a span tag and I close the span tag, and I also give a class to this span tag caret to bring the icon, drop down icon. Now I copy this whole UL, only the UL. I did not do anything, only I have copied the complete UL, and I will paste it under this anchor tag. And I remove this class and I write here drop down dash menu. Now I go to my Chrome browser and I refresh the page. So friend, you are watching that this is the nav tabs drop down. In this way it is showing everything. Once again I tell you, I go back to my Notepad++. Friends, I tell you again that just first of all I copied that whole data and I changed its name to drop down, and I gave a class nav.tabs, which was the this is nav.tabs. I did not this nav.stack, only I let it remain nav-tabs, and this state is the same active for home, and the remaining link icon anchor links are the same. So friend, here I make one more li. This is the work which I start in this video, actual work. I made one more li and I gave a class to it drop down. Then I made under it anchor tag and I gave a class to it drop down dash toggle, and also data dash toggle is equal to drop down, and this is the href link, and inside it I wrote drop down and I made one span tag inside it and gave a class caret to bring the icon, drop down icon, and then I pasted this UL tag, the same home profile, and I gave it a class drop down dash menu. I copied this complete UL tag from above and I pasted it here, and just I changed the class drop down dash menu. So friend, this li, this is the li which I began here. I have closed it here because under this li, after this anchor, I have pasted all that above copied data and changed the class. And so doing all this kind of nav drop down has been made, and this home button you are watching that its background is blue because it is active state. It is in active state. You can give this active state to this profile messages, but when we use PHP, then automatically it runs that when user brings his cursor over anybody and click over it, that state automatically becomes active. Because we are not using PHP, I am only telling you the usage of Bootstrap, therefore it is static, it is not dynamic. So friend, I hope you would have understood this video. In next video I will come back and tell you some more thing about nav tabs.